It's your turn, Radagast, said Red Hawk. Not if I can help it, said Radagast. Bloody Amazo Worm Gigant, finish these pests off. Now grow and throw giant worms at the city. Sure, master, but how do I grow? Asked Bloody Amazo Worm Gigant. I'll show you how, said Radagast. Radagast fired a dangerous projectile from his mouth towards the monster, then went off packing to his base. The monster was destroyed by him as to allow him to enlarge. Bloody Amazo Worm Gigant enlarged for battle. Let's finish this ugly worm monster off once and for all, said Red Hawk. However, as they tried to finish the monster, it spat acid at the sword. Some worms then attached itself to Great Icarus, trying to chew through the metal. This is not good, said Red Hawk. I know what to do, said Black Condor. Black Condor piloted it to remove the worms from Jet Icarus. No time, we must combine, said Black Condor. At the United of Evil's headquarters, Radagast was sent packing to his base. He was soon angry to discover that his women escaped. He went to the dungeon area angrily to fire energy bolts everywhere in anger. He then found the knocked out Griams. You idiots, said Radagast, drawing his sword. Now you will all pay the maximum penalty for drooling at the women I wanted to use for my entertainment. No, master, please, begged the Griams. No apologies will save you. Die with dignity. I despise whining. I hate you all. You all piss me off, said Radagast angrily as he first shot some energy shots. He showed no mercy, slashing them up, and laughed insanely while doing it, causing their blood to splatter on the walls. He then focused his attention to Shizuka, who he soon revealed that he had feelings for her as well. Master, sorry, said Shizuka. Please don't harm Geku. Shizuka was scared before her master, even if she hated him so much. Her nerves were shaking as she remembered she was not of Vyram. I won't harm your precious master Geku if you continue to agree to be mine, Shizuka, my sweet. I could use you as a distraction for my rage, said Radagast, holding Shizuka's face, and gave her a kiss. He then pushed her aside. This is creepy. I have to give in to his advances as much as any girl that catches his fancy, said Shizuka. The villains in charge at the beach were also exhausted. Tranza and Bosco wanted to take turns in berating Radagast, but they were too stressed to even think. Lon began to feel the whole world cramped towards him, but he could still cause evil plans to rise, whether he wanted or to take over should he get fed up with his employment. Imes, Bosco, and Kiros were in no better shape either. They were stressed out. However, Radagast still had a whole lot of plans as he didn't send all the other villains to finish off the USSPRA. He wasn't done yet, and he knew he still had the possible usurpers to worry about. Curse you, Super Sentai and Power Rangers. Let's see how you'll stand against my next diabolical actions. I get what I want when I want it. Jasmine, Mako, Sakura, Nami, Saki, and Tori. Your nightmares are just beginning as you will be mine. Said Radagast as he felt his own insanity and cruelty were about to form an even more lethal mix of negative emotions. Back at the new skybase, the USSPR was now getting to know each other better. Guy Ikarai, however, still wants to know more about the Power Rangers. The Gokaijers had recovered from their injuries caused by the brainwashed Guy Ikarai. Hey, you guys are cosplayers and Sentai fans? Super Sentai? Super Sentai? Oh, how I love Super Sentai! Asked Guy Ikarai excitedly. Seriously, this guy's funny, said Jaden. No, we're the shadow of the Super Sentai, said Jason. As you know it, we live to protect our world from bad guys like in this world too. We're not cosplayers. What? Said Guy Ikarai. Then you must be fakes and imposter! Ugh. Stop it, Guy, said Deputy Commander Guy. Stop bad-mouthing the Power Rangers. Like the Super Sentai, they also fight to save their world. They're on our side in this war. Oh yeah, do bad-mouth them like a kindergarten and you'll be heading for the infamous detention center. Sorry about that, said Guy Ikarai. He's back to normal, no doubt, said Marvelous, who got out of his bed, still with a few bandages. On the other hand, we have to get things ready for the next mission, whatever it may be. It is sad that at least 30% of Japan's population got killed by those nasty worms. I feel sorry for all who died in that plague of worms. This proves Radiguet may have turned into an homicidal maniac, said Deputy Commander Guy, who then drank a shot of liquor. On the other hand, I might have to strengthen training regulations, said Director Aya. Boss has been training them like hard. I might even request for Bunta to assist us. I would also like to say that I'm glad we are not facing so much base misbehaviors already. On the other hand, here's a little bit of training reports from the others who haven't done so much missions as of late. A screen can be shown where other male Sentai members are doing an obstacle course under Boss's commission. It was a video Boss sent to them with reports of their progress. Cole can later be seen at the medical clinic where Sakura was tending to his pierced hands and feet, bandaging them, to which he still felt a degree of pain. They were disinfected with some hydrogen peroxide to kill the germs. She can also be seen washing Cole's wounds from the whip with warm water. Sakura also brought him some food from the canteen as payment for his kindness to her. A nurse came to tend to Cole's dehydration from the whipping too. You've always been so kind to me, so I see no reason to be unkind to you. After all, you give me a gift whenever you can. After all, the last time I was sick, you were by my side and brought me flowers, which Satoru didn't, and well, you saved me quite a couple times as well. Besides, you still haven't recovered from being crucified, said Sakura. Thanks, Sakura. You're the best. Well, the base has been more peaceful, isn't it, said Cole. Although I have to admit, Hoka's been far more behaved ever since she passed through detention. Nobody can stand such a horrid punishment like Eri and Natsuki did, said Sakura. It's also kind of funny how Hoka and Satoru are now getting along ever since she completed her sentence at military detention. I guess Satoru's the only person who can change Hoka. In fact, our base is far more peaceful than the last time it started. I hope we don't have to do any more military punishments for people who act like they're still kindergarten students, said Cole. Whether or not I get her doesn't matter. Friends are all I need to live on with my life. However, I miss my first group of friends in the city. I dream of them daily. I wonder where could they be, said Cole, thinking of the Wild Force team and the good days they had together. Cole, get better soon, said Sakura, who kissed Cole at the cheek. Hey, Sakura, wait. Isn't this... Wait, too sudden, said Cole. Remember your proposal to me? To be honest, I thought it over, and the answer is yes. I will be your girlfriend. I didn't realize how much we get along. In fact, I even have thought I will be your wife, said Sakura. Cole then kissed Sakura deeper and ended it. Thanks a lot, Sakura, said Cole as he went back down to rest. Cole, sorry for turning you back once, but now I see we are drawing closer. Jasmine? Thank you for teasing me with him, said Sakura. But it can be seen that they were blossoming into a real relationship. Sakura's feelings for him were growing as time passed on. Jasmine and Tetsu were somewhere recovering their relationship, looking at them from the outside unseen. Cole then fell asleep trying to recover from his crucifixion after they shared a passionate kiss. I hate this story so much. The rest of the Power Rangers and Super Sentai members were also glad that Kimberly had also recovered from Radiguet's act of lasciviousness against her. Finally, you're back in action, Kimberly. Good to hear that, said Trini. Thanks, said Kimberly. I'm glad you all visited me in the rehabilitation clinic to see how I was. To be honest, I just wanted to distance myself to what Radiguet did to me. Don't mention it, Kim, said Tommy. We all did go. Super Sentai or Power Rangers, we're all glad you're back. All of us who got caught in that maze are back in action. Speaking of which, I wonder how our counterparts in Super Sentai will be, said Justin. You'll see that soon enough, said Akared. You're tougher than you look. Oh, speaking of which, I still have to meet Yosuke at the grocery. We agreed to go together. Bye, said Tori. At least I have my friends I can count on, and they can count on me. Ratty gets a complete maniac still after hot chicks whenever he can. Eek, said Kimberly, as she looked at all the Super Sentai and Power Rangers. The scene ends with a vision of the Zhu Rangers. Author's note. Well, this is the last arc before the Zhu Rangers series. Well, this fanfic will be quite long, but not as long as MMPR, okay? I've gone into a series of crazy thoughts before this could be done. This is the conclusion to an otherwise gruesome chapter. I've also added one scene Artful Lodger thinks isn't funny for the sake of being dark, which is force-feeding an individual with yucky food. As for the Zhu Ranger arc, I'll be giving a few spoilers here which would involve voodoo dolls in their era, which I'll have to use a two-part perhaps to cover it up. I'm going to try to work on the Zhu Ranger arc when I have the time. Besides, this entry isn't even well written. having gone through too many writer's blocks, as evidenced by quality deterioration. All, especially with work and hobby juggling, isn't very easily. Yeah, Haitsuki really was not cut out for this story. It's a tall order given how many characters one has to work with. Thankfully, we don't have to put up with it much longer, as the following chapter is the last one, where the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers meet the Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger. And that isn't anywhere near as epic as it sounds.